Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on. What do you put this season down to then? So if you just said there that this is your best season that you think you've had as a professional, have you changed anything? Has anything happened off the field? Or is it just you just getting a little bit older, a bit more professional, a bit wiser?
I think a little bit of everything. I've changed my routines in the morning. Since I came from pre-season, I wanted to be a bit more, waking up a little bit more early and do some stuff at home, like ice bath in the morning. I wake up at 7:15 more or less.
Yeah, go on, give us your daily kind of what you do.
So before you, so this is one of the questions. So from you wake up to the moment you roll into training.
So we have to be normally at 9:15. So I wake up at 7:15 more or less. I take the dogs out. I go downstairs and then I get ready for like a swim a little bit, do some mobility in the water. I do sauna and ice bath. That takes me about half an hour more or less before training, and then I leave around 8:15 more or less to go to training, and then I get there 8:30. Sorry.
And what do you think that does? Do you think that just sort of loosens you up, gets you mentally ready for the day ahead? Yeah,
I think there's been a lot of studies about cold waters in the morning that you just activate your system quicker, and I think that just helped me a lot. Apart from that, it just recover quicker. So that's one of the routines that changed this year. That from every day I've not missed out on my ice bath.
Do you feel, as well as the kind of physical benefits, a lot of people, a mate of ours, Johnny, always says about like the just the feeling of that cold water. It's almost like a bit of euphoria afterwards, of like just how awake you feel. Do you is that a big benefit for you?
It's true, and you feel it like as much as you do it, you feel even better because you can put the water. Your body gets used to the cold. So I started with 8 degrees, and now I'm 4 degrees.
Oh, that's getting there.
So if you spend 3 minutes there every morning, it gets very, very
breath
cold.
Work, or are you kind of like just?
No, I try to breathe properly and do like try to meditate in a way of 3 minutes, just to have time for myself as well, and just forget about everything and just to start well the day of like, this is my routine, and you know, like people when you have your routine, your body just works naturally, and it just keeps you concentrated, and it keeps you like start the day that way. Has
it been an easier season for you to perform, basically? Because obviously last season you're on loan. It's kind of up in the air a little bit, whereas this year you're the established number one. You're hitting the ground running already.
I think so. I think there's been a big change from last season to this season, in my opinion, on where last season I wasn't kind of like myself 100%. Maybe I was backing off a little bit, kind of thing, and you cannot do that. So from this season, I just said, listen, this is me. This is the way I play, and if I make mistakes, I'm gonna make mistakes no matter what. But if you will make more mistakes if you are backing off a little bit. Can you explain backing off, what you mean by that? Of like maybe not risking that pass, or maybe not being that high on the line, maybe I'm not coming for this cross because it's maybe if I stuff like this, maybe it was in my back of my head last year of basically all the thoughts that were behind the goalie situation and everything. But this season I just said to myself, I'm just going to be me, because that's what got me to where I am right now, and I think that change of mentality, I think that helped me to have that season.
Is an element of that risk almost the fact that you were on loan, and maybe is that in the back of your mind? Maybe
there's could be a lot of factors. Talking about maybe the loan thing and maybe all the talk that was behind and everything, and maybe not having that signed contract, maybe like you said, and all that. So maybe that was a little bit more on the back foot kind of thing, instead of being on the front foot. And I always said the same, like you have to play that you have lost everything, and that's when you become like freedom and just playing the way that you want to play. And I try to play like that whole season.
It's mate, it makes me smile because I've been exactly where you are, and I remember the point. I remember I was about 26, 27, and I was doing the same thing, and I was backing off, and I was just, don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake. Don't put yourself in that position to make a mistake. Play it safe. And it's the worst advice you can give yourself, isn't it? When you start telling yourself, don't make a mistake, you're failing. I promise you're failing. You've got to go, excuse my language, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just going to go
exactly.
for it. Fuck it.
But it's all your attributes that got you to that point.
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
that got you there.
Exactly.
That you're then backing
but
away
then,
from.
But David's in this situation here. He's on loan, right? He wants to get a full-time contract. He wants to impress. He's got all of these external factors playing on his mind, and it affects you, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And I think last season it was a turning point against Luton. I always said this, that game was one of the worst games I ever played. And that's where I hit rock bottom. And from there, it was only with the way up and changing my habits, changing everything, trying to change my mindset from that game to say, listen, this is not me. I need to go back to myself. And then from there, I think there's been a massive change.
Did you work with? Is that something you did yourself, or do you work with like a sports psychologist?
I do work with a sports psychologist every now and then, and I try to be consistent on that. But sometimes with the timings and everything, it's not possible. But I try to do it as much as possible because I always said that when you are good, when you are in a good place, that sports psychologist can keep you on that place for longer. But if you go there when you are not in a good place, obviously it's going to help you, but it's going to take you longer to go back to normal.
You don't want to like react
Exactly.
do you, with
Exactly.
With that Luton game then, after that Luton game, was there one moment, was there one point where you said it to yourself, I'm going to have to just do me here?
Well, I've got hit, like I just felt like I hit at rock bottom, and obviously with the goalie coach, we had literally after the game, we were in the training ground. We played that night, so we were in the training ground for 2 hours, maybe talking of like things that we could change, and he just helped me a lot in that situation, and where he just believes in me, and we have to change things, and obviously working with him, working with a sports psychologist, and relying on my missus and my family, trying to help me as much as possible. That's just when I started feeling better. And it got to Dubai in January. I think it was end of January, where we had like a week off because it was the Christmas break,
winter break.
The winter break. And that Dubai thing, it was like my pre-season, because obviously I didn't have a pre-season with Arsenal. And it was like 5 or 6 days of training where I felt like I connected even more with the team. And then from there, you could see the team and myself that we just went on a fantastic run that I don't know how we didn't win the league and with winning all those games and everything. But I think the Luton game and Dubai trip last year was one of the turning points to my career at Arsenal.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.